North Korea's counterfeit $100 bills, infamously known as Superdollars, were so expertly crafted that they managed to slip past even the most advanced bank detection systems in the world. These bills weren't just simple forgeries. They were the result of years of meticulous research, state-of-the-art printing technology, and a deep understanding of US currency security features. The level of detail was so impressive that even seasoned bank tellers and security experts often couldn't tell the difference at first glance. These weren't your average fakes. They were nearly indistinguishable from real currency, circulating for years and shaking global confidence in the US dollar. The superdollars infiltrated financial institutions across continents, making their way into the hands of unsuspecting individuals and businesses. Their existence forced banks and governments to upgrade their security measures, costing millions in new technology and training. Ironically, North Korea now warns its own officials not to accept these same counterfeits, fearing the weapon they created has turned against them. The regime, once so confident in its ability to outsmart the world, now finds itself haunted by its own creation. Officials are briefed to be extra vigilant, and paranoia about fake bills has seeped into the highest levels of government. For decades, Pyongyang was accused of using these forgeries to bypass crippling international sanctions and secretly fund its regime's ambitions. The superdollars became a shadowy lifeline, fueling everything from luxury imports to covert operations abroad. Smuggling networks and secret agents played a crucial role in moving the fake bills across borders, making detection even more difficult for authorities. Now, paranoia runs high as loyalty payments sent back to the capital are scrutinized for fakes, sowing distrust within the regime itself. Workers and officials alike fear being accused of passing counterfeit bills, leading to increased surveillance and suspicion. The very tool that once empowered the regime now threatens to unravel its internal trust. Superdollars were so advanced they required specialized lab analysis to detect, making them a global threat. Teams of forensic scientists and currency experts had to develop new techniques just to keep up with the evolving counterfeits. The international banking community was forced to collaborate like never before, sharing intelligence and resources to combat the spread of these near-perfect fakes. This saga isn't just about fake money, it's a glimpse into economic warfare, espionage, and the unintended consequences of state-sponsored deception. The Superdollar operation blurred the lines between crime and covert statecraft, drawing in intelligence agencies, law enforcement, and financial regulators from around the world. It's a story of how a single act of deception can ripple through the global economy, leaving chaos in its wake. The Superdollar's journey from a powerful tool of the regime to a dangerous internal threat is a cautionary tale of how even the most sophisticated schemes can backfire. In the end, North Korea's attempt to undermine the world's financial system ended up undermining its own stability, proving that in the world of espionage and economic warfare, no one is immune to the consequences of their own actions. Superdollars are counterfeit $100 bills of such high quality that even experts struggle to tell them apart from genuine notes. Unlike typical forgeries, superdollars use the same cotton-linen blend, intaglio printing, and replicated security features like UV threads and color-shifting ink. Their sophistication pointed to a state-level operation, with estimates suggesting over $100 million invested in the necessary technology and expertise. These fakes infiltrated banks worldwide, forcing the US to redesign its currency multiple times. The superdollar blurred the line between real and fake, threatening the integrity of the world's reserve currency. For banks, accepting a superdollar meant legitimizing it and spreading it further. The US government's ongoing battle to outpace counterfeiters is a testament to the superdollar's impact. This was more than forgery, it was economic sabotage on a global scale. While North Korea denies involvement, intelligence agencies worldwide have long pointed to Pyongyang as the mastermind behind the superdollar. The sheer quality and scale of the operation suggested state sponsorship. No ordinary criminal group could pull this off. Defectors and intelligence reports describe a network of diplomats and operatives smuggling fakes abroad, laundering them through global transactions. At its peak, the operation may have netted North Korea up to $25 million a year, vital hard currency for a sanctioned regime. High-profile cases like that of Sean Garland exposed the international reach of the scheme. For North Korea, Counterfeiting was both a financial lifeline and a weapon against its adversaries. In 2017, a South Korean bank uncovered a new superdollar so convincing it stunned experts. The bill from the 2006 series had all the right features: correct paper, intricate printing, advanced security, yet was a fake. This discovery alarmed the global financial community, proving that counterfeiters were keeping pace with new US security measures. The note's appearance in Seoul, so close to North Korea, reignited suspicions about its origin. Banks worldwide scrambled to upgrade detection systems, realizing that even the latest anti-counterfeit tech could be outsmarted. Experts warned that countless undetected supernotes could already be in circulation. The 2017 supernote was a wake-up call. The threat had evolved, and the cat-and-mouse game was far from over. The superdollar's ghost was alive and more dangerous than ever. In a twist of fate, North Korea now finds itself haunted by the very counterfeits it once unleashed on the world. The regime, once infamous for flooding global markets with fake US dollars, is now gripped by anxiety as those same counterfeits threaten its own financial stability. In 2023, Pyongyang issued urgent warnings to its overseas enterprises, instructing them to be vigilant against fake dollars when sending loyalty payments back home. These payments, often made in hard currency, are a lifeline for the regime, funding everything from government operations to elite privileges. Now, every company must meticulously record the serial numbers of every $50 and $100 bill they handle. If a single counterfeit note is discovered, the consequences can be severe, ranging from harsh financial penalties to criminal charges for those involved. Even in the regime's tightly controlled markets, police have made arrests for using counterfeit dollars. These crackdowns reveal just how much control the government has lost over its own currency supply and how deeply the problem has penetrated everyday life. What began as a covert tool to destabilize the US economy has now become a domestic nightmare for North Korea. The regime is forced to confront the unintended consequences of its own actions as fake dollars circulate within its borders. Are these old superdollars, the infamous high-quality counterfeits, resurfacing after years underground? Or are new criminal networks exploiting North Korea's dependence on the dollar, taking advantage of the chaos to introduce even more fakes? The regime's increasingly defensive measures highlight a deep irony. The hunter has become the hunted. North Korea, once the master of deception, is now forced to look over its own shoulder. Years of counterfeiting have come back to haunt the regime, forcing it to police its own cash flow with unprecedented scrutiny. Audits, inspections, and new security protocols are now the norm. The saga has come full circle. North Korea is now a victim of the very deception it once perfected, trapped in a web of its own making, and struggling to regain control over its financial destiny. Former North Korean diplomat Ryu Hyun-woo revealed that officials abroad sometimes used counterfeit bills to meet strict loyalty payment quotas. He admitted buying high-quality fakes for as little as $20 each to send back to Pyongyang, a desperate move to avoid punishment. Ryu doubts North Korea can still produce superdollars, citing sanctions and lack of materials. The current wave of fakes may be old notes resurfacing or the work of other criminal networks. His account exposes a system built on internal deception, where even loyal officials resort to fraud to survive. At its height, North Korea's superdollar operation generated up to $25 million a year, crucial for a cash-starved regime. Setting up such a sophisticated counterfeiting facility cost an estimated $100 million, a barrier only a state could overcome. The global impact was profound. Every superdollar eroded trust in the US dollar and forced costly redesigns and security upgrades. The US Secret Service and Treasury spent millions combating the threat. Now North Korea's own crackdown, requiring serial number logs and repeat payments for fakes, shows the financial toll has come home. Counterfeiting is no longer just an external weapon, it's an internal liability. North Korea's superdollar is infamous, but counterfeiting is a global problem. In 2024, Germany saw a 29% spike in fake euro notes, and Spanish police busted a ring minting near-perfect counterfeit coins. Modern counterfeiters use advanced tech, making even small denominations lucrative targets. Law enforcement and central banks are locked in a constant race against increasingly sophisticated criminals. International cooperation is essential to dismantle these networks and protect economies. The superdollar is just one chapter in a worldwide battle against fake money. Counterfeiting undermines trust, causes real losses, and threatens the stability of financial systems everywhere. No country is immune. Vigilance is everyone's responsibility. The superdollar saga is a lesson in unintended consequences. What started as a covert operation to destabilize economies has left a mark far deeper than anyone could have predicted. The story of the superdollar is not just about fake bills. It's about the global ripple effects of deception, ingenuity, and the constant battle to maintain trust in the world's most important currencies. What began as a secret weapon for North Korea now haunts its own economy. The very act of counterfeiting, once seen as a tool of resistance, has contributed to economic isolation and hardship for ordinary citizens. The superdollar's shadow lingers, affecting not just international relations, but the daily lives of people in North Korea and beyond. The relentless arms race between counterfeiters and currency designers continues, with no final victory in sight. Each new security feature sparks a new wave of innovation from those determined to break the system. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, played out in laboratories and on printing presses around the world. The trust we place in money is fragile, defended daily by experts and technology. Behind every transaction, there's a network of professionals working tirelessly to detect fakes and protect the integrity of our financial systems. Their vigilance is what keeps economies running smoothly, even as threats evolve. The US dollar remains a prime target, but no currency is truly safe. As global commerce grows, so does the incentive for counterfeiters to strike. Every nation must remain vigilant, knowing that the next attack could come from anywhere at any time. When faith in money falters, the consequences ripple through economies and societies. A single breach of trust can trigger panic, disrupt markets, and undermine the stability that people depend on. The stakes are high, and the cost of failure can be devastating. The superdollar's legacy is a world on constant alert, innovating to stay ahead of the next perfect fake. Governments invest billions in research and technology, always searching for the next breakthrough that will keep their currencies secure. Ultimately, protecting currency is a shared duty. Governments, banks, and individuals all play a role. From the teller at your local bank to the family budgeting at home, everyone has a stake in the fight against counterfeiting. Awareness and vigilance are our best defenses. For more stories from the hidden world of global finance, subscribe and join us as we explore the intrigue behind the headlines. The story of the superdollar is just one chapter in the ongoing saga of money, power, and the human drive to outsmart the system.